question here from Brian. He says, I can't believe how many minors are killed by gunfire during a situation that might be one of domestic disturbance that becomes out of control. Can't the government help here?
I think the government is trying to help, right? I think the federal government is certainly trying to help, but the answer, I don't think, is with the federal government, quite frankly. I mean, we are seeing that the federal government is coming in, reviewing these police departments and then suggesting reform. We just saw a huge one in Cleveland. I mean, the Cleveland Police Department is going to completely change. I suspect the Ferguson Police Department is going to completely change. I think
How will they change? What will they do?
Well, there are all these things that the Department of Justice will ask them to do. They'll make them get training. They'll make them perhaps have sensitivity training. They'll make them hire more officers of color. So there'll be many wear body cameras. That's been a huge movement that I'm fully in support of. So the Justice Department will make a lot of recommendations. And actually, they're not really recommendations, because when the Justice Department asks you to do it, they're really telling you to do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going to get sued by the Justice Department.
Can they tell the supervisors that they have to report?
They can tell.
That sounds like a biggie.
And they can tell the supervisors that they must report for whatever amount of time that they're being monitored. But I think in terms of John's, the other question involving children and domestic violence and disturbances, you need the beat cop to get involved in that. You need the local police department to get involved in that. And I think that's where the real progress will be seen. You know, we want our police officers to care about the communities they police. In Ferguson, Marlo, when I was there speaking to police officers, they did not live in those communities and they were afraid of the communities. We heard it from Darren Wilson. He said he was afraid of the people that lived in those communities. That is no way to police, and it's no way to go to work every day. Imagine going to work every day. I'm not afraid when I walk into CNN.
No, I grew up in a little town, and we knew the policeman by name.
Of course.
They knew us. And they said, you're the Thomas girls, you should be home, it's after dark.
I had the same situation. And so I'm hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful that we're going to see real change. I really am.